Hi, this is Casper LSK. Welcome to the Way of the Problem Solver. This is a short introduction as to what the key concepts are that we use within the Way of the Problem Solver, which is a system for us to reach our goals on a consistent basis in whatever pursuits we have in life. So this is an introduction to the key components. So you kind of get an overview as to what this really relates about. Now, before we get into the first thing that we will look into here today, which is your purpose as a problem solver in life, I want to say that if you are kind of into this and if you kind of dig these things, you can go to either CasperLSK.com or thewayoftheproblemsolver.com. There's more for you there if you should want to get that. But now, the way of the problem solver, your purpose in life, the very meaning of life is for you to be in goal pursuit. It's very important to understand that the very nervous system we have in our brain, the very brain itself evolved through evolution to kind of bridge that gap between a less resourceful state and a more resourceful state where we need to go. There's always a gap between where we are and where we need to go. And the brain is a wonderful neurological machine that's programmed to transverse that gap, right? Now, when we say there's a gap between where we are and where we need to go, that is always going to be perceived as either an obstacle or a problem. That's why we call it the way of the problem solver, because through solving those problems, we move forward in life, right? Basically, there's a long origin story of the brain and how this kind of evolved into being. But what you really need to know is that the brain has a dopamine system that kind of drives you forward towards a goal or to have like seeking behavior. And it's predicated upon like a set point, right? So you will always feel the need to be in pursuit of a more and more resourceful state, right? So it never ends. It's not like you solve your problems or you reach a certain goal and then everything stops. And I can tell you for a fact, from talking to some of my most successful clients and through personal experience, that you will always have like a need to be in pursuit of something, right? The most successful people in this world, they do not live stagnant lives. They are always dynamic. They're always trying to solve problems. Now, they call it different things like being driven or self-discipline or whatever it is, but what it really means is that they have accepted their role and responsibility in life as being a problem solver, someone who solves problems to move forward in life. They do this on a consistent basis. And as soon as you start to solve problems in your life, right, or manage problems, that depends on what types it is, but as soon as you do that, you will feel a sense of purpose, you will feel a sense of meaning, and you will start to be exhilarated about life, right? Very important point to this is that it doesn't need to be like major problems. It only needs to be small problems. So a quick tip for you actually to kind of put you on the path to this is we all have to-do lists and shit like that. Now a quick tip is you just fill that to-do list up with a bunch of things, right? And start crossing them off in the morning, right? Because that will give you momentum. It's a kind of feedback loop, right? So I drank my coffee, I took my shower, I did my 10 push-ups, I went out and took the dog for a stroll, whatever it is. All put the small things in your to-do list and use them to gain momentum by crossing them off one by one. It will give you momentum, and then after having like a couple of minor things crossed off on that list, then you engage like the main thing that will drive you forward in life, right? And you should absolutely have a specific target for every day, something that you want to accomplish, right? A milestone that you work towards. It's very important that you have a overarching life project that you move towards, right? So the way of the problem solver is not so much about handling all the little everyday things, right, that we all tend to not have a problem solving, right? Because, well, they're just there, right? It's like a fire. We run over and we put it out. But the major things in life, right, that truly moves us forward toward a purpose, right? They are very often have a kind of longer focus, right? It's not a day-to-day thing that you solve. It's a longer type of project that you work towards, and we kind of tend to put that off, which is a mistake. We should actually absolutely kind of engage that project on a daily basis to move forward towards it. It's just so important that we every day would do something, just a tiny thing, to move us just one step towards milestone after milestone until we reach a goal. And now here comes the shocking thing. Once we reach that goal and achieve something, have an accomplishment, we become something, we grow, we transform, we reach a milestone. Well, it's very important that you immediately set your sight on another goal, right? Because once you reach a goal, that becomes your new baseline, your new set point, and you will need to keep leveling up in life. That's what it is. It's a never-ending journey where you will want to level up to feel that sense of purpose, of accomplishment, basically to become and achieve something more. That is the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to be a problem solver. There's a lot of things surrounding this, but it's just so very important that you have this paradigm shift, that instead of perceiving your problems as something negative, you start to view them in the light that they are positive. They're signposts guiding you towards obstacles that you need to overcome in order to level up, right? So start viewing your problems as gifts in disguise, or as opportunities for growth. It's so very important that you have this mindset, because we tend to bash problem, right? And they're not negative. Well, in a way they are, but yeah, I have my fair share of problems that I think is quite negative, but in another way, they are highly conductive for our growth. We need problems in our life. We absolutely need problems in our life. And this is the thing, as you start to level up in life and become more, have a higher skill level, or just a higher set point of where you are in life, better life circumstances, more resources, right? The question, or the thing that you kind of gain access to, is to you get to choose what problems in life that it is you engage. And once you solve all your own problems, what people highly successful people that lives a meaningful life with purpose, what they typically tend to do is they tend to engage or choose a problem that they solve or manage on the behalf of other people, or to contribute to other people, or just to contribute to the human body of knowledge, right? It's so very important that we understand that solving problems, first and foremost, you have to put the gas mask on for yourself. But once you've done that, what truly is going to give your life a sense of meaning as purpose is if you engage a problem where you contribute to other people, or to a community or a tribe of like-minded people, or just the human endeavor in general, right? That is what's truly going to give you that sense of meaning and purposefulness in life, right? So handle your own shit first, right? Put the gas mask on for yourself first, and then engage some sort of problem that contributes to other people. That's the direct route to self-actualization. It will also let you tap into not only empathy, which is so very important, but also altruism. And the thing with altruism is it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, right? So it's just such a good feeling when you do that, and you can accomplish so much more in life, and become so much more in life, right? And get to such a high level when you kind of step out of your own mind and your own need and your own situation, and kind of do it on the behalf of someone else, right? To contribute. Very, very, as a human driver, it's so very powerful. So that was the introduction to your purpose as a problem solver. There it was, the little banner that was supposed to be up for from the beginning. But listen, that's part of life, right? We make mistake, we move on, we kind of course correct. Nothing is ever perfect, and we just go with it. We roll with the punches, we solve the problems, and we learn and adapt, right? I learned right now that, listen, click the button, get the banner up so people know what this is about, and I will do that the next time. But I think this is pretty much it. So ending it here.